good evening. Welcome to our hotel yearly analysis. Let's talk about our year 3 general performance first. Generally speaking, our occupancy rate, GOP, and ROE has increased, especially return on equity. Return on equity has sharply increased compared with last year. Besides that, our ADR and the total revenue per available room has sharply increased also. Generally speaking, it's because we made the agreement with whole market that we will increase 20% of our room rate. That's why our ADR and the total revenue per available room has increased compared with last year. Let's turn to our room revenue part. Generally, our room revenue has increased compared with last year. However, although our cost amount has increased, but the percentage of total has decreased. However, our F&B department has had in a horrible situation in this year. Our total revenue of F&B department has decreased, but the cost has increased. In year 3, it is reached to 93.09% of the cost. Let's turn to the market index for year 3. Our ADR index in the start of this year has higher than the baseline, but however, after we make an agreement about the room rate, our ADR index has sharply decreased to below to 95% in March. In April, it's back to the baseline, and after that, it's show a fluctuation trend. And let's talk about our room summary for year 3. You can see from the graph, our ADR rate is always around $200. Besides that, let's see about our total occupancy and total revenue per available room. Both of occupancy rate and the total revenue per available room has reached the highest rate in July and August, and after that, it's showing a decrease trend. And for the revenue and the profit graph, as you can see, for the start, it's showing a generally increased trend, and till August, the trend has reached to the highest rate for the GOP and the total revenue, also the net profit. But also after August, the trend has decreased. For our marketing and sales department expenses, you can see from the table and also the graph, in quarter 1 and quarter 2, our investment is not that much, even lower than last year. But after that, in quarter 3 and quarter 4, we increase much more investment on marketing and sales department. After we invest more money on marketing and sales department, you can see the obvious influence on the market share. In year 2, our highest marketing share rate is only 50.54%. But in year 3, the whole year is showing an increased trend. Till the end of the year.
Okay, come back to the human resource department. Here, the human resource always keep stable conditions. In quarter 1 for year 3, the staffing level always keep the 88%. So we only talk about this year. For quarter 1, the staffing level was 88.32%. In quarter 2, it increased to the 91.82%. For the quarter 3, it kept the same amount with the previous quarter, and in quarter 4, it decreased a little bit to 90.35%. There are some small fluctuation for the staffing level from quarter 1 and to quarter 4. The main reason may be because of the changing of the frontline employee in the front office department and housekeeping, and also the F&B. And in fact, in year 3, there were some problems for the human resource department. First is the turnover rate. All of the manager and supervisors' turnover rate reached to 100. This is the old problem lasting from year 2 to now. So it will also affect the competence level for the employee. In order to solve these problems, in the beginning of year 3, we have some main activities for the human resource department. The main activities including, according to the guideline, we increase amount of employee in quarter 2 and quarter 3 because we were facing the high season, so we need to increase the employees to meet the demand from the customers. Also, we increase the training fee for the employees whose competence level lower than 90%. There are some specific measures. First, we increase the 0.50% of the salary as their training fee for the competence is around 83% or 84%. Also, we increase the 1% of the salaries for the employees whose competence is around 66% to 83%. Also, we increase 2% of their salaries as their training phase for these employees whose competence is lower than the 66%. Also, in quarter 4, we increase the salary based on the turnover rate. First, we increase $500 for the directors and managers in different departments, especially the executive department, which include the general manager. Also, we increase $250 for the supervisors in different departments. Also, we focus on the employees whose turnover rate reach 100%. We will increase their salaries around $250. So for the forecast for the human resource department, we're trying to keep staff level above 90% for the year 4, at least for the beginning of the year 4. Also, we want the competence level reach above 95% for the beginning of the year 4. So we may have some activities for the following year. First, we will adjust the number of employees depending on the number of the customers, because the quarter 1 for the next year maybe we'll face the low season again, so maybe we'll decrease some employees in the operation departments. Also, we'll increase the training fee for the employees whose competence lower than the 90%. And also we will increase employee salaries depending on the report for last quarters. This we will increase the employees working for the administrative assistant, controller, and guest room, internet, and entertainment. Their salary around maybe $250. In the past year, the Wow Hotel invested 3 new facilities, including lobby bar, retail shop, and fitness center. These 3 new facilities increased our revenue, and the refurbishment level are grows and keep a steady trend. For the next year, our hotel will invest some new service and facilities like the executive lounge and the transport van for the customers. Hotel will also keep the refurbishment level above 90% and will make the guest room preview refurbishment level above 95%. For the guest satisfaction and investment department, first we make a comparison with last year and this year. Last year, for the room refurbishment level, we increased around more than 10%, and also for the public space refurbishment, we increased around 10% as well. And for the facilities level, last year is 40%, but this year we reached to the 64% point of 16%. It means we increased a lot of facilities in this year. Also for the service level, we keep the same level like last year. And for the customer service, we increased 2 points comparing with last year?
Generally speaking, because we didn't put enough investment on marketing department compared with our competitors, that lead us have lower GOP, ROE and ROE rate in year 2, and also the market share not enough in year 2. Besides that, because we made this mistake, that need our F&B department revenue has sharply decreased compared with year 1, and the cost has sharply increased. That's why it need our F&B department. The revenue cannot cover the cost. After we invest more on marketing part in the quarter 3 and the quarter 4, our F&B department has back to the normal situation step by step. In next year, we will not just do the adjustment according to the situation, but we will also increase more investment on the marketing department to increase the competition advantage compared with other competitors and to reach our goal.
Thanks for your patience. See you next year.